Hello, hello, hello. It's the Rec Show podcast. And if you're like me, I don't know if you've ever thought, what would be really great is if I could have wine experiences like a Netflix subscription. Well, Kara is here from ElDoradoWines.org. And that is possible, right? A possible experience now.
It is. This is a brand new thing that we are just launching. And it's called the Adventureship. It's the Eldorado Wine Movement Adventureship.
Okay.
And what it is it's your opportunity to come and experience exclusive, fun, engaging, unique experiences just for members of the Eldorado Wine Movement.
Right, right. Well, I mean, what's great about that is sometimes you find out about a wine event or a food event that just happened, right? And you're like, oh, I would have loved to check that out. I love that restaurant. I love that winery. That's my favorite wine. And it's a little too late because you just heard about the event and then you got to wait a whole nother year for that event probably to happen again. And hope that you get the information.
Right.
Where this plugs you into that whole wine and food scene and the wineries that you love and the foothills.
Right.
And so this is going to let you know those events are coming up. And is that an event that you want to, attend?
Right. And it's not even just necessarily events. It's experiences that you can have. So we have an app. Mm-hmm. You join the membership, you get an app, you can click through and you can see what all the experiences are.
Right.
You make your reservations. And again, reservations required for social distancing.
Sure.
But this way, these offers aren't available to your, regular consumer that just walks in. You have to be a member, and it's so reasonable. It's only $9.99 per month.
Oh, wow.
Per
That's
person.
a great deal. Yeah.
We do have an elevated experience at $14.99 per month. That will get you some different opportunities that the association will be putting on, such as winemaker dinners, discounts to our larger events.
Sure.
But again, for such a reasonable fee, and for those that can't necessarily get out, there's also online specials.
Okay.
So you join the Eldorado Wine Movement, your first order, you're saving your $10.
Right. You're getting your money back. You're getting your money back by participating in the events or getting wine from a local winemaker or what have you. So how did this idea come about to have these wine experiences and kind of have a membership program?
Well, we have been looking at it for a while, realizing that our economy is becoming very event-centric, and there's just so many different competing events. And as an association, that's one of the main ways that we raise dues to keep in existence. And with that competition, it was just becoming increasingly more difficult to sort of get that out there. So we really took a look at what else could we do. And we came up with this concept actually before COVID, but we've really been working on it.
Fine-tuned it.
Because you can't get out as much as you used to.
Right.
There are all these other restrictions, and this makes it a much more exclusive, fun. You can go have some of the wineries have a wine pairing with the winemaker, sit down and chat, do barrel tasting. There's really unique things that you can't get normally.
Yeah, I think if you're a lover of wine, you love wine education, right? You love learning a little more about your favorite wine or your favorite winery, or why did they come up with this blend, or the history of the winery in whole. And so that just kind of makes that experience that much better as you drink that wine, as you taste that wine. You go, oh, wow, I love this wine. And, his family's been doing wine for 5 generations, and, they've been in the foothills for 3 generations or what have you, right?
Yeah.
And so it just widens your experience and broadens that experience that you're going to have with the wine, right? Which is really what wine is all about, that food, that experience, that tasting, and getting enjoyment out of whatever your favorite wine might be.
Absolutely.
And finding new wines, right?
Finding new wines, finding new experiences, new wineries. It's a really exciting time to be involved.
Kara here is the executive director for Eldorado Wines, right? And so you kind of oversee all the wineries in the foothills, right?
Well, not all the foothills, in El Dorado County.
Okay.
Can't take credit for the other regions. But yes, I'm the executive director. So we have 43 member wineries that participate in this program and in different events. And if you haven't visited us yet, I highly recommend it. It's phenomenal wines and a unique experience that you really can't get anywhere else. Our diversity is unparalleled.
Yeah, and I mean, it just keeps growing and growing, it seems like, in El Dorado County, right? And I mean, as far as the wine movement, would you call it a wine movement there?
The wine movement is what we're calling the Adventureship program.
Okay.
We're kind of, you join the wine movement as part of this Adventureship, and yes, that's a new word that we kind of coined to explain what this was. But it's there's a growing dynamic there of really creative winemakers that are doing different things that are a bit more experimental than you get in other regions. So it's
Right.
just a fun time to be a part of this.
With the winemakers in El Dorado County, and I'm not knowing if this is kind of their mission and kind of their goal, but it seems like you get a more intimate experience with the wine there than say a Napa or say some of the bigger wine areas where you're meeting the winemaker as you come in and taste wine.
Right.
You're having conversations with the folks that make the wine at these wineries.
Right.
Is that part of the mission really for El Dorado Wines to kind of be that intimate experience? Okay.
Your camera just turned all the way off.
Okay. Well,